What is up, everyone? It is Monday night. We're going to do a little Monday night football here. We're not going to do much as I have to get up early for work tomorrow, and it's already 6:45 p.m., so I don't want to be here too long. We're going to play for about 45 minutes. I'm going to play the first quarter of this game. If you watch the end of the Browns-Dolphins games, which you should have, the one I played, I think it was Saturday. It was a really good game, really good ending. Very happy with it. But I had been watching the night before the NFL Throwback channel on YouTube that I love so much that everybody should go watch because it's fantastic. And they were talking about the Minnesota Vikings quarterback history, and they brought up Fran Tarkenton. And I like Fran Tarkenton. I've played with him in this game a little bit. And as I sit here and try to find something to watch on my TV, we'll go with Murder, She Wrote. All right. And they were talking about Fran Tarkenton, how he kind of revolutionized the quarterback position as being a running quarterback. And they cut to a couple of guys, namely Deacon Jones. As soon as I heard Deacon Jones' voice, they weren't even on the camera wasn't even on me yet. I heard his voice. I'm like, that's Deacon Jones. And they were like, I hate that guy. I hate Fran Tarkenton. Deacon Jones says, that's one of the guys I was literally trying to end his career. I'm not afraid to say it in the time that we live in. I was trying to end his career. I was going to get him off the field. And Merlin Olsen's like, I hate that little, and he kind of paused and went, pansy or whatever he said. He says, that guy made us chase him around the field in Los Angeles or whatever it was. And we had to chase him. We had to. And I realized I hadn't played the Rams from 1965 yet. And they actually played Minnesota in week 3, and that worked out really well. So let's play the week 3 game between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings in 1965. Fran Tarkenton versus the Rams. Taking a look at the standings from 1965, the Rams weren't really that good. This is a week 3 game. This is my first time I'm playing them, so I haven't played their week 1 or 2 game yet, but this is my week 3 game. They were 4-10 that year. They were second worst record in the whole league. Minnesota was 7-7 that year. And if we look at the box score for this game, which would be right here, the Vikings won it, but they won it a close one. It was 38-35. So my games always end up higher scoring than the real life game. So this ought to be interesting. Both teams went to 1-2 after this game. For the Vikings, it was Tarkenton, 17-25, 249, 2 touchdowns. He only ran 3 times this game, 3 times for 3 yards. And then it was Tommy Mason, 18 for 77 and a touchdown, was kind of the big guy here for the Vikings. For the Rams, we had 2 different quarterbacks. We got Bill Munson playing and then Roman Gabriel playing. So I'm going to play Munson until about the middle of the third quarter. Then I'm going to put Roman Gabriel in. They're both 3s, so it won't matter too much. Marlon McKeever, 6 for 75 and a touchdown. Dick Bass, 9 carries, 89 yards and a touchdown, 2 catches, 44 yards and a touchdown. I mean, this ought to be fun. I'm actually looking forward to playing this. So let us mute you. Let's minimize you. So I've already got the game ready to go here. Rams are kicking off. So the Vikings will start with the ball, and I'll get into the defensive cards as we go along here. So let's start with the kickoff. It's going to be Bruce Gossett kicking off for the Rams. I wonder if that is Jeff Gossett's dad. It's a thought because they're both kickers. I don't know. Gossett was a punter, so maybe. I don't know. But anyway, Bruce Gossett is going to kick off for the Rams. 32. 32 is a 13. And that is 56.09. So it's going to go to the 9-yard line. So Gossett, 56.09. And returning it for the Vikings is going to be Lance Rensel. I know that name from somewhere. Lance Rensel. That sounds very familiar. He is your OA. And a 35 for Rensel is a 10. And that is going to be a 25-yard return. So the Vikings are going to start with a really good field position here. Lance Rensel for 25. First and 10 Vikings at the 34-yard line. And coming out is Fran Tarkenton. Fran the Man. I don't know what his nickname was back then. I'll call him Fran the Man because it rhymes. They had a really good offense that year. They have a 40 on the pass play and a 41 on the run. You got Mick Tinglehoff, who I remember him. I have his football cards, I think. He's a 5. He's their starting center. I think a bunch of 4s. Paul Flatley was a good receiver. You got Tarkenton's a 4. You got the right tackle as a 4. A couple of running backs as a 4. This is a pretty good deep offense. 2 guys are A's, Flatley, and then Bill Brown. Only 2 A's, and then actually only have 2 B's with Gordy Smith and Tommy Mason. So not great in terms of receiving. A lot of guys running the ball here. It's going to be split between Bill Brown, Tommy Mason, and then Phil King and Tarkenton. So I have Tarkenton in there because he runs the ball a lot. So I have him in there. as a runner. So that ought to be kind of fun here. So they're a 40-41. Looking at the Rams, it's not great. Their defense is actually, it's not bad. Their defense is a 35-37, a little bit above average. But then you got these guys. Look at this defensive line. Is this the Fearsome Foursome was that the Rams? Fearsome Foursome? Lamar Lundy, Merlin Olsen, Rosie Grier, and Deacon Jones. I mean, that's really good. That's really good. That front four. So the reason I decided to play this game was that front four against the Vikings. So they're a 35-37. So in terms of defensive cards, the Rams are going to be a -5, -4. So even with that great defensive line, they're still going to be a -5 against the pass and -4 against the run. And I think I put them on the wrong side. No, okay, the Rams are on the right. Okay. All right, so let's get started. The Vikings, by the way, are a passing team, right? No, they're a running team big time. So they're 60-40 run team. So we're going to go 1 to 12 are going to be your run plays, and 13 to 20 are going to be your pass plays, how we're going to run this. So let us get going here. Vikings with the ball. And a 20, and Fran Tarkenton's going to go deep on his first pass. He's going to be looking for Tom Hall. I don't know who Tom Hall is. He is not a running back or a receiver. Oh, he's a starting wide receiver. Okay, so he's the number 2 receiver. He's an EB3C2. Went to Minnesota, the University of Minnesota, and then played for the Vikings there. He is going to be your receiver here. He's a C. On defense, a 54. That is not good. That is going to be an AG. So you get an AG. We're going to move it to BG because he's a C. So it's going to be a BG, long pass. Fran Tarkenton looking for Tom Hall. Oh, no, a 12. Oh, it's a 26, and Tarkenton on the first play is going to run. Doesn't like what he sees downfield. So he is going to take off and run. That 54 AG is looking a lot better now. So here we go. Tarkenton on the outside run. A 52. That's a 30, and he is hit. And it's a big loss. That is a 9-yard loss. So generally, I call that a quarterback forced run. I don't like to put the sacks in there, but it's the Rams in the front four. So we're going to call it a sack just for fun. So we'll go Tarkenton on the first play. Sack, 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 22 and getting the sack. That's going to be Merlin Olsen getting in there. Brings him a bouquet of flowers and says, I'm going to get you on that first play. Oh, that's a great way to start this game right there. 2nd and 19 now for Fran and the Vikings. Let's go medium pass heavy. No, let's go short pass heavy here. All right, it's a 9. That is a short pass. 25, that is Gordy Smith. Gordy Smith is the starting tight end. He's a 3. He's a B on short passes and a C on medium and long. This is a short, so we're going to go B. 13 is a BS. We're going to short pass BS. Tarkenton looking for his tight end, Gordy Smith. A 51. Now it's going to be complete. That's a 9. That's going to be good for 7 yards. So Tarkenton gets some of it back. Not a lot of it, but he gets some of it back. Let's take a look at Tarkenton's card because it's a fun one. A lot of single-digit numbers here. He's a 4. So he's got all the good passing numbers, at 45. Well, that's an 18. That's not great. I guess it's actually not as good as I thought. 53 is a 17. 64 is a 17. This is not as good as I thought. This is going to be a lot of incomplete passes on those rolls. He's a 2 out of 11 and 66. So he's a touchdown most of the time. But then he's got all the running numbers there. He's actually got Ks at 11, 33, and 66 for breakaways. And then look at it's all single digits in the K column. So if we can get him a K column, he's going to run for a long time. What did he do that year running the ball in the NFL? Let's see. So we'll go to rushing leaders. Where would that be at? Go away. Leaders, maybe. And then, I want rushing leaders. Where do we get stats? Here we go. That's rushing offense. I want player stats. That's going to give me rushing. Well, they're second. 2,200 yards overall. Second behind Jim Brown. Weeks. I don't want weekly leaders. I want stats. I wonder why I can't get this. This is very strange. Oh, here we go. 1965. There we go. Okay. 1965 season. Boy, this is weird. Team offense. On this page. It's got to be here somewhere. Player stats. Here we go. Rushing. Let's see where Tarkenton is in the rushing stats. Is he even in the top 20? Bill Brown is in the top 20. Let's go yards. No, he's not in the top 20, so maybe he's not as great as I thought he would be. Look at that. Jim Brown, 1544. The next guy, Gale Sayers. I mean, he's not exactly a slouch. 867. That's pretty amazing. Man, Tarkenton is... There's Don Merritt. There he is. So he had 56 for 356 and a touchdown. That's actually not as good as I thought it would be. Okay. All right, here we go. Back to the game here. 3rd and 12. Let's go medium pass heavy now. All right, a 19. That is a medium pass. 63. We're looking for Red Phillips. Red Phillips. He's a backup wide receiver. He's a C2. He could get in there. So he's a C. 24 is a BS. So we'll leave it at BS. We'll go medium pass BS. Tarkenton to Red Phillips. It's a 16. Oh, it's a 26, and Tarkenton's going to take off and run again. Maybe I shouldn't have put him in the rushing. Maybe I shouldn't have put him here because he has a ton of rushing numbers on his card. All right, so that's a BS. Outside run BS for Tarkenton. A 62, that's a 25. That's no gain. So not a great start here for the Vikings. We'll go Tarkenton, no gain, and we'll call it 30. We'll go quarterback forced run. And it's going to be 4th and 12. The punter's going to have to come out. It's going to be Bobby Walden coming out to punt for the Vikings. And a 25 for Walden is a 6. And that's going to be a 48 D10. So punt, 48 D10. And it's going to be taken at the 20-yard line by Jim Steiger, who is the kick returner for the Rams, punt returner for the Rams. 61 for Steiger is a 27, and 27 is always a fair catch. So it's going to be a fair catch, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Rams now at their own 20. Bill Munson brings them out here to open this game. Rams, not very good on offense, 34-33, rated pretty much average. That Tommy McDonald, is that the same Philadelphia Eagle Tommy McDonald that I played with in the 58 set? I think it is. He's a 4. He's the only 4. Everybody else is a 3 on pass plays, on run plays. Ben Wilson, the starting halfback, is actually a 2. So 34-33, you got 2 A's, Tommy McDonald and Marlon McKeever. Actually 3 A's. I didn't see him. Jack Snow, I didn't highlight him. So he's also an A. So you got 3 A's. That's not bad. They got a bunch of guys to carry the ball, but it's going to get top 3 guys for the most part. Dick Bass, Lee Josephson, Ben Wilson, then you got Willie Brown and Terry Baker all running the ball. So a lot of players there running the ball. Looking at the Vikings, I think we're too early for them to be the Purple People Eaters, aren't we? Although we do have Carl Eller and we do have Jim Marshall. I mean, those guys were part of it, so maybe we're at the beginning of them. Not a great team, though. A bunch of 3s and then one guy who's a 2. So 32, that's pretty below average. That's why they were 7-7, I would guess. Great offense, bad defense, kind of like the Bengals nowadays. So let's go ahead and let's see. They were 32-32. The Rams are 34-33. So they're going to be -2. The Vikings will be -2. -2 against the pass, -1 against the run. So in both cases, the offenses do have the advantage. Although the Rams' advantage is much smaller. And the Rams are a passing team. Probably because they were down a lot, but they're a passing team, 55-45. So we're going to go 1 to 9 on the dice will be a run, and then 10 to 20 will be a pass. I hope I don't forget that. I'm probably going to forget it at some point, but that's okay. We don't care about mistakes here. All right, we're going to start with an outside run. So Bill Munson is going to hand the ball off. It's a 36. 30. Oh, Jesus. These dice are slippery. All right. All right, so 36. 36 is probably a BS. Yeah, it's a BS. Where's that? 3 and 6. There we go. And then 41 on your running backs is going to be Lee Josephson. He's a halfback 2. And he is going to go, what did I call? Outside run. BS, Lee Josephson. All right. All right, 26 for Josephson. That's a 24. And he is going to get around the corner, but he is hit immediately. And that'll be a 1-yard gain for Josephson. And it's going to be second down and 9 at the 21-yard line for the Rams. All right, a 19 medium pass. Bill Munson. Going to look over the middle here. 41 in your defense is an AS. 35 is Dick Bass. He's our starting running back. He's a B. He's our starting fullback. He's a B. So we'll go AS, medium pass, Munson to Bass. Going to go fishing. I wasn't sure if that was a good joke or not. It didn't really work that well. But Munson to Bass. A 46. That's a 20. And that'll be incomplete. So Munson to Bass. Incomplete. And it's going to be third down and 9. Are we going to have 2 3 and outs here? Let's go short pass heavy. A 17. That's a short pass. 23. That is not a good defense. That'll be a CG. And a 44, that is Jack Snow. Jack Snow. He's an A4, EB3. Pretty good player out of Notre Dame. And what did I say? He's an A. And what did I say the defense was? CG. We'll make it a BG. So a short pass. BG. Munson to Snow. All right, a 64. That's a 15. And he'll get 7 yards, and he'll come up 2 yards short. And they're going to have to punt. All right, let's bring out our punter. That's Billy Lothridge. He's our punter for the Rams. 51, that's a 6, and we already know that's a 48 D10. So Lothridge. We're going to trade 48-yard punts here for both teams. Taken at the 24-yard line by Tommy Mason. Tommy Mason is our return guy. And he'll take it from the 24. 35, that's a 26. And he'll actually lose a yard on the return. Wow, 35 is not a bad dice roll, but he's going to lose a yard. And that was Tommy Mason. There he is. All right. Back to the Vikings. Back to Fran Tarkenton. All right, a 10. That'll be an outside run. 55. That'll be Tarkenton. So Tarkenton's going to run outside here. Oh, but look at that defense. They're waiting for it. It's going to be a quarterback sweep. And it's a BG. So outside run Tarkenton, BG. .41 is a 25. And that is no gain. Boy, so nothing out of Tarkenton yet, even though he's had a lot of chances. And it's going to be second and 10. And let's go standard again. And it'll be, that is an inside run. 25, that is going to be Bill Brown. He's a fullback 4. And 16 on your defense is AS. So we're going to inside run AS, Billy Brown. 51, that's a 17. And Brown gets through the line. He'll pick up 8 yards. Make it 3rd and 2. All right. And we'll go standard again. And we're going to get a 4, another inside run. 64. And 64 is Billy Ray Barnes. Now, I know I've played with Billy Ray Barnes on a 1958 team. I don't remember who it was, but I know I've played with Billy Ray Barnes. 54 on your defense. Oh, that's an AD. So inside run AD. So Rams are expecting a pass here. And Tarkenton's going to hand it off. Oh my, it's an 11. That's a 3. Oh, he only runs outside. I don't want to penalize him here. He only runs outside. So that was against what? Oh, my goodness. That's an AD? Seriously? Yeah, he is in a bust free for 29 yards. Billy Ray Barnes gets through the line, gets past that defensive line into the secondary. And it's going to be 1st and 10. They're going to cross the 50, and they're going to get to the 40 of the Rams. All right. Big play. Oh, we're going to go medium pass. Tarkenton going to look down the field. He's going to look for Tommy Mason. He's a B receiver. 65 is an AS. So we're going to go medium pass, AS, Tarkenton. Oh, a 32. That's a 26. He's going to run again. So he is going to take off again and run. That's an AS. Outside run. A 35 for Tarkenton. That's a 7. And he'll get 10. And that is a first down. So Fran gets 10. And it's going to be 1st and 10 down to the 30 now of the Rams. All right, a 7. That'll be an outside run. 35. 35 is Tommy Mason. 54. Oh my, it's an AD. So they're thinking pass again. It's going to be Mason on the outside run against an AD. 61 for Mason is a 20. And he'll get 6. So Mason, he goes for 6. They're just running right down their throat here. That defensive line is not doing much. Let's make it 2nd and 4 at the 24. It's a 13. That'll be a short pass. 35. 35 is Bill Brown. He's an A. 42 is a CS. Make it a BS. It's a short pass BS. Tarkenton to Brown. 41 for Fran is a 26. And guess what? He's going to run again. Tarkenton. Selfish with the ball here. So what was our defense? A CS? Yeah, so Tarkenton outside runs CS. 26 is a 21. And he gets nothing. Stuffed again. I think he's had 4 run plays. 3 really bad ones and 1 great one. So Tarkenton, no gain. And it's going to be 3rd and 4. And we'll go standard. All right, a 14. That's a short pass. 55 is Billy Ray Barnes. He's a C. Oh, but 14, unfortunately, is an AG. Make it a BG. And we'll go short pass BG. Tarkenton to Barnes. Oh my, it's a 66. He's going to find Barnes on the sideline, and Billy Ray Barnes is going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. And the Vikings take the lead on a 24-yard touchdown pass from Fran Tarkenton to Billy Ray Barnes, who's got a good first quarter going on, like 2 touches. Let's kick the extra point here. It's going to be Fred Cox kicking it. 32 for Cox is a 23. And it's going to be good. It is 7-0 Minnesota. All right, let's kick it off here with Fred Cox. 44. 44 is a 25, and a 25 is a touchback. All right, 1st and 10 at the 20 now for the Rams. One. We're going to go inside run now for the Rams. 25. Oh, look at that. In the year 25-25. 25 on your defense is AG. 25 for your running back is Dick Bass. So inside run, Dick Bass, AG. Seriously, guys, the 12-year-old really, really wants to laugh because we've got Fred Cox and Dick Bass, but I'm holding it back. The 51-year-old in me is like, dude, be an adult. But the 12-year-old always wins. So we're gonna see how this goes. Just saying. 41 for Bass. It's a 26. And he's going to get 2 yards on the run. So Bass for 2. And it's 2nd and 8 now at the 22. And we're going to go with an inside run. 31. 31 is CS. 51. That is Ben Wilson. He's a backup halfback. He only runs inside. So, what did I say? CS 31, yeah. A 46 for Wilson is a 24, and it's no gain. So the Rams offense not doing much so far, but again, they weren't a great team that year. And let's make it 3rd and 8. Let's go short pass heavy. Bill Munson, 1 of 2 for 7 yards so far. An 8. So that's going to be a short pass. 21. 21 is a BS. 32, that is going to be Marlon McKeever. He's one of the A receivers on this team. There he is. He plays both sides, too. He plays middle linebacker at the same time, but he's a tight end, actually. He's a starting tight end. He's a A5, so he's a pretty good player. Went to USC, stayed home in Los Angeles. And let's see, our defense was what? BS. We're going to make this an AS short pass. So AS. 31 for Munson is a 9. That'll be complete for 9 yards. That'll be a first down. So Munson to McKeever for 9. And the Rams get their first down here in this game. 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Keep it going here. That's a 19. That is a medium pass. Munson feeling good right now. 34 on your defense. Oh, that's an AG. And 32. That is McKeever again. It's an AG medium pass. Munson looking for McKeever. 31. It's going to be a 9. And that is complete. 17 more yards. So Munson. McKeever for 17. It's going to be first down for the Rams. At the 48, their own 48-yard line. Oh, jeez. Is that orange one? That orange dye is still in there from the last game I played. That's kind of funny. All right, short pass. 61, that is BS. Oh, 66, who is that? That is Terry Baker. Terry Baker's, he's our backup running back, backup halfback. He's also a backup quarterback. He's the 4th quarterback on this team. But he's a BC, so he's a B on short passes. And what was our defense? 61 is B, so we'll go BS here, short pass. Munson to Baker. 25, that'll be complete. He'll get 12, another first down. So Munson taking him down the field here. Baker, he's probably going to be over here. Where's Baker? Terry Baker. Oh, is he in he's in the quarterback section. That's kind of funny. So 12 yards, first down. And they're going to be down to the Vikings 40. All right, a 9. That'll be a, whatever. What is a 9? That's going to be an outside run. 12 on your defense is CD. 11, that'll be Dick Bass. And Bass, yeah, he runs both ways. So it's going to be an outside run to Bass. Against a CD. Yeah. 61 for Bass is a 22. Oh, he's stuffed for no gain. So make it 2nd and 10. On the 40. Let's go short pass heavy here. All right, a 2. 2 is going to be a short pass. 51. 51 is an A, D, and 33. That is McKeever, so it's going to stay A. We'll go short pass, AD. Munson to McKeever. 55. McKeever stays hot. That's an 8. And that's 12 more. So Munson getting all the good dice rolls right now. McKeever, 12 more. It's 1st and 10 down to the Vikings 28. So the Rams trying to get that touchdown back. They just gave up. And it's a 9. That is going to be, that's an outside run. 51. 51 is an A, G. And 54 is Ben Wilson. Ben Wilson's a backup halfback. He only runs outside. So we'll go outside run. Ben Wilson. Oh, no, I got that wrong. He only runs inside. So we're going to switch it to an inside run against an AG. That's going to be Ben Wilson. A 13 for Wilson. That's a 22. And he'll get 2 yards. So run. Wilson for 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8, 26. 4:15 to go here in this quarter. An 18. That's a medium pass. 43. 43 is BG. And 51 is Jack Snow. He's an A. So we're going to make it an AG medium pass on 2nd and 8. $62 for Munson. Oh, it's a 20. And that'll be incomplete. Munson to Snow. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 now for the Rams. Let's go short pass heavy. All right, a 1. That'll be a short pass. 32 is a CG. 44 is back to Jack Snow. He's an A, so make it a BG. I can't pick up these dice today. Make it a BG short pass. It's going to be Munson to Snow. 56 this time. Oh, it's a 23, and it's going to be incomplete. That is an interception number in most cases, but not this one. So Munson to Snow, incomplete. And we're going to bring out our field goal kicker here. Now, it's 1965, so this is nowhere near a gimme. This is 43 yards. It's going to be Bruce Gossett. 43 yards from the 26. I have fear about this one. 63. 63 is a 21. And that is no good. He will miss that field goal. And the Vikings are going to hold on to that 7-0 lead. And they're going to take over the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 33. Tarkenton comes back out. Man, these dice are slippery today. All right, a 7. 7 is outside run. 52, that is going to be Phil King, who I think I played with for somebody in 1958 also. 32 on your defense is CD. And they didn't have free agency back then, so how did these players move around? I mean, I guess once you're done with your contract, I mean, can you just get cut? Like, how did transactions work back then? Because I remember free agency was like a big deal, but back then, I guess if your contract isn't renewed, can you just go sign with somebody else? Isn't that just free agency? Somebody help me out. Somebody older than me, help me out in the comments there. And I don't understand how free agency worked before free agency was a big deal. Anyway, 32. 32 is a CD outside run, and it's Phil King. 66 for King is a 15, and because it's a CD, he is going to get 7 yards. Wait, it was an outside run. Something's wrong. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong board. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I went the wrong way with the boards. It should be a lot higher. A 15 should be a lot higher than 7 yards. All right, so it was a CD. There we go. 22 yards for Phil King as he gets around the corner and takes off down the sideline before he's tackled. That's going to be 1st and 10 at the 45 now for the Vikings. All right, a 7, another outside run. 22 22 is Billy Brown. Oh, 66. That is a BG. So outside run BG, Bill Brown. 53 for Brown is a 17. And Brown will get 5 yards. All right, 2nd and 5 on the 40. And they're going to keep running the ball. That's an inside run. They've had 11 plays. 9 of them have been runs. 46 is back to Phil King. So inside run Phil King against a BS. .52 this time. 52 is a 28. And Phil King's going to hit in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards. And it's going to be 3rd and 8. Let's go short pass heavy here. All right, a 15. That is a short pass. 41. 41 is Tom Hall. Tom Hall. Where is Tom Hall? He's a second receiver. There he is. Put him on top. I'll put him under Flatley. Flatley's a good player. I haven't called his name yet. Tom Hall's an EB3C2 guy. He went to Minnesota, stayed in Minnesota. Your defense is a 42. That is a CS, so we'll stay at CS. The short pass CS. Tarkenton to Tom Hall. 63. 63 is a 31. And we have a rare play. We have an RP7. I'm just going to use the RP7 board today. I don't use it very often anymore, so let's just use it today. I'm a little bit too lazy to get out the ChatGPT. All right, so we're going to use the RP7. Just hope I don't roll a 7 because I already know what it is. And I rolled an 8. Illegal shift by the offense before the snap. Pass incomplete. Defense roughs the passer. Disregard the offensive foul and enforce 15 yards against the defense. And that's a first down. So 15-yard roughing the passer. That's where Merlin Olsen, Deacon Jones get a little frustrated. Back then you really couldn't rough the passer, but they must have hit him hard. So we'll go 15 yards on the Rams. Automatic first down for roughing the Tarkenton. And it's go. Oh, I tried. 15. There it is. All right, so 1st and 10 down to the 28 for the Vikings. 1:45 to go. All right, a 2. 2 is an inside run. 51. And that is Phil King. And a 21. 21 is a BS. So inside run BS, Phil King. Oh, 53 for King is still a 17. And he'll get 5 yards again. So King for 5. It was Billy Ray Barnes on the first drive. It's a lot of Phil King this time. 2nd and 5 at the 23. Down to 1:15 this quarter. All right. Oh, another inside run. Look at the run plays. They have 13 plays. This is their 14th play. It's their 12th run. So 32 is going to be Tommy Mason. Halfback 4. 12 is a CD. So inside run, Tommy Mason, CD. A 32 for Mason is 26. And he'll get 2 yards. He'll sneak through on a play he should have lost yardage on. He'll get away from a couple guys and he'll get 2. And it's going to be 3rd and 3 now on the 21. And we'll go standard. And we're going to get another run play, another inside run. And it's going to be Bill Brown. 21 is BS. So inside run BS, Bill Brown. And he'll get 13. That's a 20. Is it going to be enough? No gain. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 4th down. And they'll bring their field goal kicker out, Fred Cox, to try a 38-yard field goal. All right, Cox. 54. We are going to have a penalty. That's a 36. And that is missed wide right. No good, but we have a penalty. We have a TM. let's check the TM. 56, that's probably holding. 56 with an M. Oh, no, it's an illegal substitution on the offense. They'll decline it. The Rams will decline that, and they'll take over. So we're going to trade missed field goals here. So Cox is no good. Decline it. That's going to be the last play of the quarter. 7-0 at the end of one. Let's go one more quarter. What am I at? 40 minutes? Let's go one more, not one more quarter. Let's go at least one more possession here. I'll go until I feel like stopping. But it's going to be soon. I can't do this for very much longer. I haven't even had dinner yet. So, all right. So, 1st and 10 at the 28 for the Rams. All right, a 3. That's going to be an inside run. 55. That's an AG. 61 is Willie Brown. Downtown Willie Brown. He's a halfback 2. He only runs outside. So we'll flip it to an outside run. And 55 was what? AG. All right, so we're going to go AG, outside run, Willie Brown. A 22 for Willie Brown. That's a 5. He'll get 9 yards on the run. Little jet sweep action for Willie Brown. Gets around the corner. Make it for 2nd and 1 to the 37 now for the Rams. All right, this is going to be a run. It's an inside run. 42 is CS. 56 this time. It's going to be Willie Brown again, and we're going to go outside run. And 42 is CS. So Willie Brown again. This is an outside run. Well, last time was an outside run too. It's another one. 54. And uh-oh. 35. He gets 3 yards, but we have a penalty. We have a TE. Let's check it. 51. It's an 18. That's going to be offside on the defense, and they'll take that penalty. Wipe the 3-yard gain. Oh, no. Yeah, wipe the 3-yard gain off. They'll take the penalty. They'll give him a first down, too. So 5 yards offside on the Vikings. And it is going to be 1st and 10 now at the Rams at their own 42. And we're going to, a 20. Bill Munson's going to go deep now. This will wipe out the long passes for everybody in this quarter, in this half. 25 on your defense is an AD. 35 is Dick Bass. He's a B. So we're going to stay at AD on this long pass. All right, so AD. 35. 35 is a 9. It's going to drop incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So Munson to Bass. Incomplete. It's 2nd and 10 now at the 42. And let's go short pass heavy here. And it's a 16. That's actually a medium pass. Oh, and 14 is not good. It's a BG. And 65 is Terry Baker. He's a C, but we'll stay at BG. Medium pass. Munson to Baker. 45 for Munson is a 17, and that is going to be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. So Munson had that great start, but he's now 5 of 10. That was to Baker. Throwing it to the quarterback. I love it. And let's go short pass heavy here on 3rd and 10. All right, 4. That'll be a short pass. 53 on defense is BS. 32 is McKeever. He's an A, so make it AS. So short pass AS. Munson to McKeever. 33 for Munson. That's a 6. And he's going to get 17 yards and a first down. And Marlon McKeever having a great game so far. I think that's his 3rd catch. I'm going to guess he's got 41 yards, I think. If we look at what happened in real life, the leader, I think, was McKeever for the Rams. Let's see here. So box score. McKeever, 6 for 75. He's halfway there. I think he's 3 for 42 right now. So 1st and 10 down to the Vikings 41 as they get across the 50. Trying to get that touchdown back, or at least get on the board. And it's going to be a 15. That's a short pass. 24. 24 is a BS. 26 back to McKeever. Make it an AS. So short pass, AS. Munson to McKeever. Oh, 54. That's a 36. And it's going to go 15 yards. But we have flags down. We have a TH. A 25. That's going to be on the defense. That is illegal contact. 5 yards and a first down. We're going to take the pass play. That's a 15-yard pass. And that is McKeever's 4th catch now. Start keeping track of these Jerry Rice-like numbers. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 26. Down to the Vikings 26 for the Rams. Right, a 1. We're going to slow it down a little bit and go inside run. 22 on your defense is BG, and 15 is Dick Bass. So Dick Bass, BG. 54, another penalty. He'll get 3 yards on the run, but there's a TE. 24 is 27. That is tripping on the offense, and that is 10 yards. And the Vikings defense will happily take that. They need to slow the Rams down on this drive. So that's going to be tripping. It's going to be 1st and 20 now. Back to the 36. And we're going to go short pass heavy here. All right, a 3. That'll be a short pass. 23. That's not good. That's a CG. 53 is Joe Josephson. What a great name. How'd that conversation go in the hospital? Mr. and Mrs. Josephson, what are you going to name your kid? Let's name him Joe. You're not. Oh, no. Wait, why did I write Joe? See, I got that wrong. It's Les Josephson. I wrote Joe for some reason. I was so excited on the card. It's actually the halfback, Les Josephson. There he is. See Les Josephson. For some reason, I wrote Joe. Probably because there's a Joe right there. I don't know. Anyway, so Joe Josephson, Les Josephson. He's a C. And 23 is a CG. So short pass, CG. No, this is an inside run, isn't it? No, this is a short pass. Short pass, CG. And it's going to be Munson to Josephson. 63 for Munson. It's a 32, and we have an incomplete pass. We also have an injury, but we're not playing injuries. So Josephson incomplete, and that is going to make it 2nd down and 20. We're going to go short pass. Let's go medium pass heavy here. Let's see if McKeever can catch something here. So medium pass. 12, that is a medium pass. 26. Oh, and I called it. That's a BS, but we've got 24. That is Marlon McKeever making an A. So we're going to go medium pass. Did I go medium pass heavy there? No. Yeah, I did. I think I went medium pass heavy. Let's pretend I did. So the BS is going to be an AS. We'll go medium pass AS. Munson to McKeever. Oh, 12. That's a 27, and Munson is going to take off and run. Munson looks like he was a running quarterback. There's a couple run numbers on his, too. And he's got Ks at 11, 33, and 66. So he must have broke some long runs, too. 26 was BS. All right, so here we go. Munson on the outside run. A 25. That's a 15. Holy cow, that's a 15-yard gain. So Munson sneaks out of the pocket and runs for 15. I got to be honest with you. I did not see that coming. And it is going to be 3rd down and 5, down to the 21. And let's go short pass heavy. All right, we're going to get a short pass. 15 on your defense is an AD. And 65 is Terry Baker. He's a B, so we're going to stay at AD. Short pass. A 52. Is he going to run again? Oh, it's a 28. He's going to get sacked. He'll lose 4 on the sack. So Munson -4. Let's see who got him for the Vikings. 35. That is Jim Marshall. We got some big names on defense for both teams. Jim, I mean, he's famous for running the wrong way, but he was actually a pretty good player. It's going to be 4th and 9 at the 25. Let's bring him out again. Bruce Gossett going to try to get the Rams on the board here. This is a 42-yard field goal. All right, Bruce, don't bring me down. 31. 31 is an 18. And that kick is good, and Bruce Gossett puts it through. And the Rams get on the board with a 42-yard field goal. 7-3 Vikings. 11:15 to go. I'm gonna stop it here. I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna come back. Not tomorrow. I got golf league tomorrow, but probably middle of the week. I'm gonna come back and keep playing this game. I love these teams. I love this 65 set so much. There are so many good players. To think that I've had it for over a year and I haven't played, Deacon Jones and Merlin Olsen and Rosie Grier. This is fantastic. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you later.